Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Una, thank you, thank you. Okay. Una, let we all settle down. Before, I also want to recognize the presence of Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Fatima MAADA Bio. We start with silence prayers, individual prayers. Everybody will just get a second, a few moments for recognize the presence of God. Amen. Amen. Fambulem, excellencies, diplomats, ministers, every sector of society there today. We there for advance with democracy, for come, let the first gentleman of the country talk directly to the citizens. 1 year after, we as the citizens them all vote them in for a second term. They come for can give an account and answer to we questions indirectly. Before we start, though, for set the tone, we get somebody who don't need really introduction as alone. Raymond de Souza George. He don't do one song. We just want for play for a few minutes. We go kind of stage for can perform. Salone, now we all own. Una Lord put your hands together for the one and only Papa Ray.
Your Excellency, sir, permit me after a year to give you a handshake. God bless you. Within a year, just want to think small bit, but we national pledge. Whilst we think about the national pledge, the instrumentalists then can do what in them for do. Then go help me on this sing. Yes. When so take go. Hold it. You want to sing with me or you don't want to sing with me? Let we begin back. Now we young. Now we young, Papa. Salon now we own, Mama. Salon now we all young. For now and so take go. Salon now we own, Mama. Make we not well. Salon now we own, Mama. Make we not well. No sign no day na this world. Wait it and tongue no the jam. If we take 10 kill them and them, we go see them God. Salon na we own, uncle, not on my own. Salon na we own, auntie, now we all get out. He been there before we born, he go there after we don't go. Make make we try for make them better. For them one way go get for come. Salon now we young boy, make we not well. Oh oh, salon now we young girl, make we not well. One hand bang goes not a shake, one finger not a pick loss. If we all engage together, it go better for me and you. Salona we own, brother, make we not well am. Salona we own, sister, make we not well am. Grandpa then left and give we, for make we self pass among. Refugee not to find title, elect you catch na 5-star hotel. Salona we own, diaspora man and woman. Salona we own, local man and woman. When we talk before we think, we must kill before we born. Make we left for take we must then turn we country to be graveyard. Salona we own, farm good, make we not well am. Salona we own, farm good, make we not well am. All other side then they be waiting do we just dey for well. When we make we country look bad, that no do for make we look good. Salona we own, na Papa God himself give we. Salona we own, he not give we for make we well. When strangers say they can't help, now then self they come for help. Make we left for make them take we fat, fry we for feed we back. Salona we own, na Papa God himself give we. Salona we own, he not give we for make we well. When strangers say they can't help, now then self they come for help. Then go take them make we feel good, and sit down a corner they laugh. Salona we all alone, for now when so they go.
The one and only Papa Ray, Salona we own, make we not well. I think that really sets the tone for the conversation. Your Excellency, for what you agree for do this national town hall with the citizens of this country. I want to say, since we announced we asked for questions, over 870 citizens send questions, over 1,500 apply for CAM, and the question then come out now every single corner of the country and around the world. Overall, the question then cover the area that we don't say would they cover. Feeds alone, the economy, climate change and the environments because of the rain and all that. We get peace and national cohesion, foreign affairs. So we get plenty question them. And people they don't say, whether I will ask all the question them, who will get. I tell them I radio today say, for say, the Parker answer 870 questions. So we know they do that. We want to be transparent. What do? We group all the questions that we'll get into various headings. And I try for put them together and ask His Excellency, and he will respond to the question them. I also want to say, we get Salon people in Abo, Kenema, McKinney, and Port Loco, where they follow we live now, then get live listening parties for the first time. And I'll clap for them. And I want to tell thank you to all we media partners them, AYV, SLBC, Slick, and all the other radio and community radio stations that across this country who carry this program live. The people living in the diaspora, then they following our Facebook Live, then they YouTube. We even get X Live for this. because His Excellency in commitment, na accessibility and transparency. So now the context that after we do the first set of questions, we pause and take some questions them from citizens there. We be not sending questions them, and so then say we get chance for asking Excellency directly. But boss, thank you. This is now like the greatest honor of my life. This morning I don't seek for, but I'm happy to be here. We today in the context we for the past few days plenty rain don't fall down at the country. Some people don't lost their lives. Some people that don't lost their property. Now, cabinets and elsewhere, you always talk about how we too for do for care about the environment. And you, for example, set up the Disaster Management Agency with disaster prevention, disaster risk, and climate. And no say when we talked yesterday, you be one start this conversation for address the rains and the climate crisis and talk to Salon people about what we need for do. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Fambu and this is not Fambu talk. Salon, we were in our SFPP, and for everybody, we say one country, one people. That means say we all are one people then. The reason why I say today, not to China, they talk for me, not to Alpha Khan, they talk for me, now because now directly when I elect me, and an obligation for once in a while, besides individual engagements, who can get with a few select people, we get opportunity for enter the office. I say make myself can't talk for myself. I want for start to say Osh on behalf of the government and the people of this country to we brothers and sisters we adversely affected by the rain we don't come in recent times. And we hope say God will provide for them. But we as a government, we be done already set the disaster management agency because we be foresee the adverse weather conditions. We don't they happen all around the world. Yes, this is not rainy season. We expect rain. But because of we human beings there, we activity in the world, how we don't treat the environment, and the kind way where we don't improve, but we not take care of the environment at large, adverse weather events them. But if you say the rain pass mark. If today say na breeze they blow, the breeze you know one day see na in the blow. If you say it dry past mark, now they call adverse weather events there. Down they don't come on around the world. We self don't they get bits of that. And we for tie with Oja for make sure say then kind of where it be, we ready for them and we go able to save lives and property. So I want to say Osh to the one that we adversely affected, the one that we don't die with the host don't broke. And we were still there, the rain na in season this. We call it rainy season. So we not going for stop them. Papa government no able to stop them. Mr. Sef no able to stop them. In fact, we need rain. We just don't need a pass mark one where they can broke host them. But we need them for agriculture. We need them for support the trees and every plant where they. So we get for expect. And this, we were in a salon, July, not just the first month, where it rain every day. August, normally, if how we know the season there for be, more rain there ahead. So for ready for the kind weather condition, then the way they affect you all. That means say we as citizens, we where they go gather dirty, they put on a then gutter. We say one gig government bad name. I don't see where people then they toot where they rain, where then they up here and they put on a gutter for make her end up to we where they do. Yes, that day not to weather cause that one day. Now we safe. The way where we say, we draw line, we say we call the green belt, for me to preserve the only source of water, now this western area. We get people them, big people that included, where they go then build it. We mean say if we allow that for continue, time they can freeze or not they get water na pump. Now the truth we dey talk about. Fambu talk for be true, no so? You the government official, you that alagba where if you say you get enough power, you can able to turn and get paper for go build na the green belt. We don't say this water, that the only source of water, the biggest source of water where they supply western area. Me I be don't gather some machine there. But then tell me say fear don't know. I they buy fear back. Any host where they inside that green belt today, we they broke them. I they talk this because we self within our government, some people then guilty of that. And I tell the Sojama, I make an Sojama and policeman there Sunday. I say, if you meet me brother, the bill, broke him. If you meet me your host day, broke him. Because this generation, what you would call sustainable development, this generation for make sure say we get water and make sure say we don't picking themselves. When they come, then go able to get water from Guma. But if we build it, we destroy all the forest. The only source of power, I mean water, we'll get, we destroy them. We don't picking them. Not we grand picking themselves. Then we will get water. How Salon get for B, we will pass. So the environmental issues where they become very acute now, even upline, water the outside. People that they go build inside the swamp, they block the water, we can they pass other side, it broke other people the house. All the things there, God give us sense. We get plan for them city there, but we know they go according to how they plan them for day. And we they use all sorts of excuses. So as I say, we don't set up the Ministry of Environment. Then they work very hard. Even when this rain come, I see the boss for the National Disaster Management and the minister, then they go all around for assess and foresee what we government go able to do, and also we development partners go able to do for the one that we're affected. But the most important thing is we as people, every individual, important, every individual get what we call climate action. We say climate change don't come. Waiting me, Joe, Tommy, Musu, Ami, or Tiango go do, where I go help make the climate action. As climate action, we go make the adverse effect then reduce. Now that's I want for push on to now, for me all get a buy-in into this and protect we your environment so the environment will provide for we.
Another the headline. If you didn't have the green belt, like you know the pine border. I've been talk this trading radio. Some people then say me they exaggerate. Not here now from the horse's mouth. No compromise on that because this is not about the environment. Your Excellency, we ask people and for send plenty question on the Big Five. Feed salon, very, very popular. People let me get plenty questions on the Big Five. And just for let people know, inside this hall, we get pull-up banner that we don't put a lot of the details on the Big Five, on the achievements them. We also they launched today a magazine, 1 year. We go get all that information there. But Your Excellency, when you choose for run on your second term on the Big Five and say feed salon, plenty people will be in the wonder why feed salon, why agriculture. You be don't start for say you know education champion. Waiting at the vision for feed salon and USA with it right now. Now one big area that will get questions answered.
Well, when we become, I will say we're not a human capital development government. What I mean by that, now for say anything way they do in the world, for me go before, for make it survive, you get for put the human being. We Motaman, now we are the most important asset for anything where they happen in the world. The good thing the way they happen, now we they do them. The bad things then where they happen, now where they do them. We were good, we for come together and make sure say the one they way bad, as then they make them voice hard, we self make your own voice hard. I've been come first, I say, may we take education. We say human capital and a motor man. But this, we did so today, in international terms or development, the motor man in the 21st century, you know nothing if you not get something at your age. If you not get something at your age, when a vocational, technical, or sabi book, you're not able to live properly in this 21st century. Now, when me don't see the importance of that, now I make a say, education, education, education. Because waiting they make that motorman where they come on a village, canton head of state. Now education. Education they transform the least person for me able to achieve or reach in greatest potential through education. Where we come, we not only recognize that, we will also recognize, say, because of poverty, good people that they will not get money, they're not able to send their picking and go to school. Now make we tie with Oja and say, we, Papa government, they provide school fees for all the picking there, so nobody not go left behind. So that free quality education will be promised, not to bluff, not a necessity. Now a necessity, not to we, no more waiting at the city get sense. In fact, the last resort that we come up for Beke and was Falaba, we had for go so. Now they get the best result. Which means, say, if we give opportunity to people them, then they able learn, irrespective of who side they. So the free quality education, for me, after where God don't give me opportunity for lead this nation, where I've been there in my 20s, and for lead them again, where are they in my late 50s and 60s, me know, say, education, now the only way where they convert or transform human being, where come up from the least society in the world, from poverty, for come, not only for serve himself, personal development, but community development, national development, and global contribution. Because we are all global citizens. If you get for able for be part of that global citizenship day, you for acquire enough skills then so that you go able to contribute. We get plenty of refambo then. We don't serve international. For me, serve at that level day, the world or global governance institutions must say in you the expertise for making able to go sit down. Say, you know this, you know that, serve in this position. So we start with education. We're not done with it. In fact, we continue. We maintain 20% of we budget for just continue. And before I come on education, may I can to the actual question when I fit salon, again, I not talk about this education for me, not to money with the bluff with. In fact, the time will come, we will declare in August, where we launch the free quality education. We now all know say we not meet nothing. Don't not be there at the treasury. But me no say, waiting will make that person come off Falaba, it can be minister, it can be president. That woman go lead na the center when a Freetown or anywhere in the world, na education. And because we no one left anybody behind, where we man in the corner, inclusivity. Everything what they do, we for make sure say everybody there inside. Now that make we been declared. Not so money we been get. In fact, we not been get money. But me, no say, where there is a will, there is a way. And the initial actions that we will take, it convinced with international partners for say we are genuine and we are heading in the right direction. Now that be make most of them bring money, we'll put inside the education basket. We take the money they for do a lot of projects there. We make plenty picking they go back school. Now we get for build new schools them. What will be promised for us? We will say free access, free quality education. But we end up for begin buy textbooks for every beginner in this country. We end up for buy core text teaching material for all teachers in this country, where they teach now the basic and secondary levels. We end up for buy buses. So because we see, say, beginner in the strain for go school, we begin to we increase the number by school feeding. Madam First Lady say some gear picking they're not able to go to school because when they see the menses, they're not able to go to school. Until that, then they lose about 70 or more days in a school year. Instead fender in your way, it begin by and government don't join them and the whole world don't buy into that. For make we take care of the people then. So not to that not be the question. The question now, faith alone also.
What's now your vision
Yes.
for faith alone?
The question now is faith alone. Faith alone na a pregnant term. You get plenty inside it. But where would they now so? I know say some man don't knock about this morning, this afternoon. And you get for Naka again before you go to bed. So, an empty bar cannot stand. A hungry man is an angry man. If we say we want to take education serious, you know, I'm a teacher, I go to map in a class, if they wondering, or if I don't before they begin, we angry man around. In fact, that teacher didn't a teacher we had to kill one always. They begin the system not able to learn. So that combination is not a work. That combination not go work. So we na Combra government. I know they say Pekin go school, you know, I not get lunch. Teacher go teach me Pekin, I not get what they eat. So we increase the teacher their salary. Then we begin make sure say we provide food in plenty parts of the country, and then we buy textbook for the Pekin them. Although some people then they politicize that textbook day because I send people then go meet and pack. Nobody know use them. They say na SPP buy and we know they give picking them. Down then are the biggest disservice in the world where you go do. The big one, education. Without that, you cannot survive in the 21st century. We no go no side. Now lip service you go pay to development because the development what they talk about now complex issue. There are so many dimensions to it, just like poverty. And for making able solve that puzzle today, we need plenty power now. We get the master sabi different aspects, the economy, tourism, environment, or agriculture, all of them today we need for Putin. Why I choose feed salon? So man say na for me the bomber no more no. Not for rest no more. We want for make sure say in addition to having food security, then for make sure say where I want rest are able to buy them at an affordable rate. We also want for make sure say malnutrition. Some school, some parts of this country, they, where you go there, the beginning they get good food. You see the hair yellow, then get stunted growth. Where picking they go through, then kind of thing, then they not able to learn properly. Which man then get name where they call that one day. So now for deal with malnutrition, but for make we able get work for we young man then, plenty work. This agriculture, where they talk about feed salon, now another way. For make we stimulate economic growth, way to the economy now from production to consumption to supply distribution, everything where they happen. For make we able make it expand so that we people then go get jobs and then we self go get better conditions of life. agriculture for all developed nations. Today, where you go feel say America no one day do a green revolution. Your United Kingdom no one day do. In fact, those were now they didn't start. Food security. That will be the first agrarian revolution. Then do on all sides. If you're not able to feed yourself, how you go to map for go do anything else? So we choose feed salon for make sure say we deal with malnutrition, we deal with food security, we get jobs then, stimulate economic growth, and then make we begin earn foreign currency. Once we able to produce enough rice, and we get for do that one day, we dey begin export and so instead of with the same money na do, we don't they do. From where we discover diamond at this country, we all come on at the farm there, we go inside and hold there. We don't dictate, please not there for plant again. The diamond, no, we know they see them. In fact, plenty Saloma not sabi diamond. They look for them, but they not sabi them. They not sabi them. Me, we are also in one of we, I said then, I've been take 3 months, I go land for diamond. Plenty people not sabi say, me, now an internationally recognized diamond evaluator.
Now look clap for the diamond experts.
Because if we go inside, oh, diamond, blood diamond, whatever diamond, but we come on, even my brother and sister, they come on. We take diamond, you know, Sabia, you can't go to Lebanese. At the Trojan Force, I said, this is not a better diamond. That now with technique. I mean, not do more. But not business technique. At the whole, I said, this is not a good diamond. So your expectations, they can done. They will begin talk now.
Not so you know more to do that. Over the years, we read in our history say, na so the Mindui when they come for can cultivate with diamond, and so for freedom, people they mean freed, and so they end up export a lot of diamond coming at this country and go because we the people not sabi we say diamond, we don't know the value. So it's a really important thing what you say. I want to go back. If I'm not saying you're very passionate about free education, all man gonna say this is not education president, not so. You see, say it take off on day. But Your Excellency, you don't talk as well about feed salon and about how, for let feed salon work, one of the questions that will come is, how can you make it sexy? For let young man, young woman them embrace agriculture. And I read the other day say, you don't fold your sleeves, and you want to be the example of waiting farmer for look like. Talk about how important for let ordinary citizens, we all embrace farming and animal production for we will achieve this goal we call the agrarian revolution.
Okay, thank you very much. Normally, when they say farmer, now that one way to map into the sous serve where they not food to don't bend. Agriculture, for make we taken serious, we go for consider as a business. Just like the one the way they go set up fintech business, computer business, banking, all them one the way involved in that, they all they eat every morning, then they eat in the afternoon, then eat in the evening. Which means say the food when in then they eat, na money. Until and unless we government and we international partners help the farmers there so that farming go become profitable when they call sexy, people they not go take it serious because the farmer will but not so farming day today. I go tell when I say me not the biggest farmer in this country. But now we home. We don't from where I say we they do agriculture. We get we own farm. No vegetable not the way we they buy. Inside that book where they go show now, then go show now one where I hold one fish. That now one fish no more. In fact, the one that we are getting now, they don't big. Even the one where they now where they eat plenty. If I give you that fish, you know they able don't want. If you challenge me, I will go to my farm and they make them cook and they layer before you.
I think count you, sir.
This might too small for me fish there. If I get now the fish then go eat them before he eats the fish. But what say I mean, make we, the so-called elites, that we will sabi ABC, we will know say, no country, just like education to some extent, no country not don't embark on industrialization if you not don't do a successful agricultural revolution. No. In fact, the food production side for add value to the food, now they, plenty pan we go be involved. And I must say that it is becoming sexy because I say a lot of young people there now, frankly speaking. And in fact, I just tell you about me own fish farm. I get poultry farm. And they do over 7,000 eggs per day. How I start them? Now one young man where I meet, he can't give me one big chicken. Now state house, he can't, you don't know how he pass now they get with the chicken, but he can't go inside him. He go with the chicken. I say, who say I put this chicken? He said, I'm McKinney a day. He said, I get my own place. So I call him later on, I think a month later. He said, in a graduate, he work for a few months. He take money, he go per poultry. So in you get, he employ another 14 people then. Now McKinney, they not only produce chicken, but they also get guinea fowl and other rodents there. So I said, Bo, me no want for the buy chicken from overseas. I want for make sure say me host. We own chicken now with the producer. He said, I go help you. The chicken that we produce and that Mrs. is not able to finish. Of course, we produce 7,000. Even the soldier man that we get, we can able to eat 12 eggs per morning. That's not the donor. So in a very short time, the fish that we don't produce. In fact, I get for give credit to our minister. We minister for the youth affairs.
Oman Owe, the master fish farmer.
The young man for the poultry, Pitman Sheriff, and McKinney, he gets in farm, he get your poultry farm there, but now he helped me set up. The fish, the last time now over 600 cartons of over 5 kg, now we harvest. Not to no other person in work, now the Minister of Youth Affairs. I see it they do I say, can't go help me, myself one produce. Now, wait here they produce, I'm not going to eat them. So we they use the farm as a model farm, where be the say for making sexy. Anybody where you want for go see how we do them, I go carry go na the farm, may you know see, Mr. Sewe Sidonaya, I'm not the only say may you go farm, Mr. Save the farm, and it help me a lot. Pepper, onion, potato leaf, cassava leaf, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, we they grow on at the farm. So that don't make plenty things that we know they buy. In fact, the pepper will okay. With the pepper so plenty that the one that way they work at the farm, then they sell them, we can just bring them for the host. Even as plenty as we get enough pepper. So if you say we want to make education, agriculture sexy, now we then finally did the way we'll get once in a while, wear your gloves, wear your rain boot, go to the farm, get to your own place. Agriculture get money because every day everybody they eat. I get one gene where don't take about over 5 years with me. But I eat this morning. But before I cancel, I go back, I check in my dining room. And I should say before I go back to bed, I go check the plates again. So which means say, per day, the ordinary motorman, if he gets, he go eat 3 times. That means gene, from where I buy them, I still get a 1 gene. So we get for make agriculture beneficial. We get for government, they go big time down the way they do manjalaji. We get provisions there, for develop the area there. And at that we don't begin to through the Ministry of Agriculture, we don't identify the area there. From the north to Toma Boom, and with the with development partners, infrastructure in where they one day we. so that big, then one day where the scale, because that didn't tell me. They say if you get road where they go, you don't irrigate them. They can produce, like now, 50,000. We produce enough rice for your country and we sell the other one day.
So much, Your Excellency. I just want to point out 19,000 hectares that we don't call the magazine where we can share. We don't raise governments. We don't make available credit facility to local farmers. Different plenty opportunity for you raise money. The vision where His Excellency reality.
Mr. Minister.
Yes, sir.
This money business where they talk about so. For clear.
Go ahead, sir.
Me Baba tell me say, he said, we should say rice price. I don't get 480 million. It don't go back.
Now the MCC and the OPEC money them.
Yes. They pay that money then also think they can. You know, in a bank now, yeah. Them. That money they come in as we then they see how we they and the project that we don't identify development partners. Now so then they give the money and we they do MCC money you not get for candle in my hand in a bank now, yeah. As we they do the projects there, we they sit down. MCC then get a young group and we get a young group and they sit down. Say, okay, corridor, transmission line where they cancel, where come, it cost so much. They do international competitive bidding, the company where win them, then give them, then they pay them small, say it provide, take another money, that money in the bank. Scandal.
All right, if through a structured system for initiating, so the country will spend money. Your Excellency, I want to move in the Big Five. You on all as part of the goal, then not to the all gay like up cancel youth employment. You've been bold and declare 1 million jobs. Now you don't set. The way camp are young people, you don't appoint we all, the youngest country, probably the youngest cabinet in Africa as well. Yes, I can clap for that. Yes. And plenty youth initiatives, youth in fisheries, the Munafa Fund, youth in agriculture. We want 100,000. How realistic that goes? Whether we go for counts, how they measure them, and I know say my colleague the me don't say the norm set some system up for measure and to you on the question of youth employment, follow and drive the vision, sir.
Excellency President Dr. Julius MAADA will provide an account of his tenure so far to citizens at this national tour. This convoy is hosted by the Ministry of Information and Civic Education in partnership with the African Young Voices Media Team and other media partners. The town hall is your chance to engage directly
Two days ago, the international assistance came to a meeting for
you be gonna get the president, of the Republic when Julius MAADA be they explain clearly on some of the progress that we don't make so far inside a first 1 year and a second term mandate we get for serve as president now the Republic of Sierra Leone. And of course, it don't begin explain about some of the progress that we don't make inside first 1 year, as if you don't talk about the education, some of the progress that we don't make so far in terms of education, according to I say this project will be taken up, after we have in governance, that was 2018. By then, I say there not be meeting anything like the COFA, but yet still aim as a president, say education very important. That will make a decide say a need for empower education and put money for education so that we will get a better nation. And according to I say for you as a citizen in any country, if you're not educated, it will be difficult for you to make able progress. And also for make a country progress, that's got to do with education. But where in education not there, definitely will be a problem for the progress and development goal that our country do. When that reason they decide to they put money for education. And of course, we will come back shortly as we get some technical issues when they happen. So currently, when that make the president be end a statement for the meantime. But it will come back as we there for bring to you live updates on what's in the happen currently. Now, the Bintumani Confrence Center now, but
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Una, thank you. Now, let's sit down, let's settle down, please. All right, I apologize. Power trip take place is socket ball. Light still there, but then they try for restore that feed. For now, they don't get one mic with the work. His Excellency don't decide to let not continue for hold now. So Ingo use this mic. and we will continue with the conversation from the start.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for the small disruption. Will be necessary for making a warm up small, but also they had a talk to me. Way to make the policies towards the youth is very bullish, ambitious, sometimes teetering on the brink of over-ambition. Now, because we get for turn over the touch, we get for given the baton. In a pure democratic setting, the majority, now in the rule, not so. Over 70% of the population now youth there. That is the truth. Me, as a forward-looking leader, I don't need person for tell me say, "Pa, you need for candle now. Can't give it a touch." So I don't begin prepare me youth them. The truth is that they're going to take over from we. The young people are going to take over from us. They are 70% of the population. In fact, if you stretch the age limit, as how we can stretch her, inside SNPP, we're 45 on our youth. Let me say they're over 80% of the population. So before we reach that point where they pass over the baton to them and they're not ready, now make I don't begin bringing them inside government for prepare them. Now make we don't open the education sector, technical training and everything for prepare them for handle the middleman techniques of the country, technical abilities of the country, so that the youth then, when we always they say that they're troublesome and they create problem, when you give them the necessary tools for making them participate meaningfully in governance, we, Nasalom, now we get the youngest cabinet at the whole of Africa. And this is purposeful, and they choose deliberately, intentionally. Yes, they are young, but they are responsible young men who are enlightened. I know I made them tell me, say, "Pa, you get for pass the touch now." Before that time they come here, I don't go. And the one they left here, they will be capable, qualified, and then, in fact, they will be better qualified than we, because we don't give them apprenticeship while we did in governance. This now make a say, made the country be able to we. The government can reflect the demography of the country. So when we say 500,000 young people that they will provide jobs for, yes, we can set the goal high. And now, one of the things that we have been talking earlier, it left to we all for make sure so we help government for create the opportunity. Every work where they come with the counter. We don't, the Ministry of Employment, it does set a special, make a special arrangement, and the Ministry of the Youth Affairs, they also work on that for make sure say right across governance, whichever ministry, whichever sector, everyone who will produce, we they take care of them and we they record them, so that at the end of the day, the ambition, the goal we don't set for ourselves, we're going to achieve them. But why we set them high? Because we have a lot of young people that qualified to, we not get job. If we not set a high goal, now mediocrity will get up. As how I don't always challenge myself personally, at the challenge we as a nation and as a government, for make we all work and make sure say we provide the 500,000 jobs at the end of by 2028, where we go to hand over the baton, so that we young people themselves will benefit from this. If they benefit from this, then we support them. So NAADA make a very bullish on that, a very ambitious on that, and they ask we all for make we support we young people, men and women, for make we provide jobs for them.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And I want to take this opportunity to apologize to the people waiting online because they've lost their feet, who lost power. We get small power to the not just so I know, but we did back live now all the platforms, them Facebook, YouTube, X Live, and all across the multiple channels. Then we apologize for that issue there. Your Excellency, one issue we get to the young people in Akush. Whenever you talk about youth, one set of questions will come lots now. Kush, are you fitter? You declare a state of emergency on Kush. You appoint a task force, you appoint a coordinator, you don't set up a national public health agency. I want you to talk about waiting at the status of the threats against Kush Nassalo. I think people do want to know that. And why that is such an important thing where you take that extraordinary step in for making that big declaration.
Thank you very much. And I remember one of the things that we've been common, and still they take place, we need for stop Nina rape. I've been declared a state of emergency on rape. We fed them, and we make several arrangements there where we make rape don't candle. Although recently at the Yerisi, a lot of people they know, especially teachers, unfortunately, now they successfully tamper with the young people there now. Anything, I've been telling us say, we not a human capital development government. Anything where they unbogging that mortal mandate, we the tackle. I'm not gonna say elect the young man them. They are see a particular wave of activities when I this push, it affect them, it kill them, it destroy them. They are not tackle. Now that make I declare another emergency and I mobilize resources, both human and financial, and capacity, and also for measures we tackle Kush. Kush, they in different forms there, not to one something, a combination of the synthetic drugs there. It is all over the world. A lot of countries they suffer from that. But we, me young work, na salon, na dem young work there. So we don't try for tackle young. But we get for approaching, I think, from a regional point of view. Because when they tackle an area, and in the Comodo Guinea camp or the Comodo Liberia camp, then you work not go before. We not only get an agency who will set up, even at the public health agency, for deal with that kind of threat, we set up a group where we put everybody inside it. We get psychosocial support, we also get the medical support, and in fact, just 3 weeks ago, I think, the second batch of we begin them, where we don't go into push, they don't almost lost their mind, then go through the training, and then come out, then clean. In fact, one parent will give testimony, he come out of the UK with in Pekin, where we don't go into push, he not able to get them out. Ibrahim Ghana, not able to stop. Now, yeah, Ibrahim Khan, after we own set of training, now Ingi testimony say, now we no more able to change in Pekin in life. So the arrangement and the intervention we'll make for stop push, it don't make the supply side. Anybody where they do push, we don't make sure so the supply don't reduce. So the price don't go up. Pass one cup rest. So now if you remember whether you buy rest or you go buy push. And with the make sure say we suffocate the supply. And that make with a not a one-man business. Now we all business. Me na 2 years no more get. Another na all the communities there. But when they see, when I know the one day where they sell, if you left sit down, they sell and give your pickings go give other person, they become a problem. So with the big one, as we don't begin to suppress the supply, we dey see say that the time where push we don't it don't reduce. And we dey continue with intervention and make sure say we reduce them to the minimum. But always like I say the way the world interconnected today, we want they die, other thing they come up. I remember one time there's somebody they explained how they use Pampers for go high. That day it actually gets me for go crazy because I don't see anybody of your mind. They say Pampers. You go, you boil them, you extract, and you poison yourself. You say you want to go high. That's how high you want to go. Now low you want to go. So, I beg. I have to say you don't raise push. Push they destroy. Push not going to help you with your problem. There is help on the way. We they do all of this. Now forgive hope to the young people. For better they'll say, yes, other countries they don't go through this. Not to push me help them. Now for continue, for work hard. Make we help our government. Make we grow the economy. Make we feed with people there. And make all sectors they thrive. That way they go, you way don't go land. You way, even if not vocational skill you get, then they go able to absorb you. You go get really nothing, take care of yourself and your people then.
Wow, thank you very much, Excellency. I want to move to public sector. Recently, you announced that you yourself now as the Minister of Energy. You take over. One popular question about ETSA and energy. Just to be clear, the lights will go just now, not to ETSA. So Lord, just don't not confuse that and team. But Your Excellency, one question when people ask, please, they will get for reform ETSA so that it could enhance the effectiveness and the efficiency. Then a question will come around a lot.
Thank you very much. Public sector management and how we will improve. Me family them, public sector, civil servant, everybody included. Now, like we get motuka, the engine, pass you start them, and it work very well. Now it move. The public sector, what they talk about, now like the engine. Plenty, like passenger there. I mean, the driver. If that engine not the work, or you know the work well, we know they go fast. We go and walking. We're going to go into map. So whatever you do, if you not fine-tune your engine when at the public sector, you not talk to them for making self-accept, say they have a role to play. And that role is so important for service delivery. We not go no side. So, ETSA, we all they talk about ETSA. I will come to ETSA, but may I start with we family. Some of we they thief light. Some of we they destroy transformers there. Each transformer they cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. We they go buy a new for service and area, maybe 200-300 customers. With the left sit down, one person go, he vandalize them in the name of politics. This, now only Salon Asiam, nowhere in the world, where individual, they go destroy public property, where they for community, where go serve you all. If you go right now, you destroy the transformer within we all the day blackout. This building included. Our own infrastructure in the name of politics, because we say we need to give bad name to the SFPP government. They can't where they go. If we not stop there, they go like this whole time, then they go say, what you wanna be they do? get light. So if una na 1 million people they were able bypass,
if you go right,
1 million people they use light, government na get for pay, and
before they come to EDSA,
not get,
you're not part of EDSA.
1 million people they don't do
the
that.
EDSA where they can blame.
Then we begin get problems.
EDSA not get enough.
Because for every unit of power we supply, there is a cost. So if let's say 500,000 even not pay and then they use them, then you know we'll get enough money for buy fuel and for pay the one the way they provide the power. That's now one part of the problem. Then we come out to EDSA as an institution. Yes, we get what we call commercial. Now the information say everybody when a consumer get meter and that he get power and that they measure that power there and collect the money and account for that money there so that we'll be able to pay. Where would they talk about car power? Now, then instead of they use fear, then get machine there, then get people the way they work there, then get all that cost there, now in there instead of down there. And fear don't they go up all the time. So if we not pay them, then they cut off the light. If we all they pay, we all are good citizens there. We all pay with light bill. EDSA safe, they account for that one day. Then black no go there because we get enough energy for able to give everybody. But EDSA the young problem, one, they're not able, then safe, get plenty people that will get yuki. Now then they help some people there for thief light. They're not able to account for all the power where, because what's in the happen is this car power owner see, then they generate. Then they give all to EDSA. They say, hey, na so unit we don't give you now. So at the end of the month, na so amount we will not forgive you for this power. If somebody thief and if there's not work and they not collect, they're not going to be able to get that money there. We'll go 2-3 months, it will run into millions of dollars. So EDSA says not effective. EDSA says some people then they, I'm not going to say not everybody, but some people then they, where money they fashion at their hand. And again, we get what they call technical losses. Then cable they are so way they. Now by sizes then they. And depending on the size, it carry a certain amount of power. If this one big and the other one where they take from and small, where this one car with heavy power, the next thing, the other one they break down. So when I can see light they come on and they go off, then they call trip. And if the power where they come up and this one way big, if they go to the one that way to the one way small, it make plenty a gear for a long time, it break. So power there, but you not get light because the connection there. So what make is difficult for solve the power problem because you get for make sure say you all the cable then they in line. All the cable. And that you be able to collect the amount of power we supply. But with all participation, with the inadequacies where EDSA get, in terms of their capacity for collect, in terms of their capacity for monitor. Now, all of them things that don't make, we don't become a nation where we encounter them problems then. So we have a part to play, and at the big we be good citizens. All the countries that we would admire around the world. The only side who side progress there. Now we would not the citizens actually play with our own part. Of course, it's difficult, but we'll get for land for do that. And at that, they ask for as at the push and reform the EDSA, because with the work now, the MCC, when I hear about the money we don't get, most of that they go towards electricity. And after that, we get for make sure say EDSA with the reformer in such a way And that process they on right now. And we don't call them Master Sabi people them. We don't do work plenty side around the world. They don't come look inside EDSA and they don't make recommendations there. And right now we act on that thing there. So I go ask you now for be patient small. When I go to get small blackout and there other things there. But when I say for the stop for the thief me light so that we all go get light.
I've been telling somebody saying that the past SF now they're in charge of energy, and they are sure and say big reforms in the camp, and you go transform the sector. Your Excellency, brand new airports, Kenema Kailaon Road, Bandajuma Pujan, Hillside Bypass, number 2 Lomley Toke, plenty bridge them as well. We under your government, you don't do so much in infrastructure. But not to one thing we talk about often, not to thing we can take credit for as a government in terms of roads, bridges we don't build, probably more than any other government, at least in the recent history of this country. One question we plenty people get, saying people from Mayamba, Puja, Matru, Falaba, and many other areas, they want to do a the road the way they build, then bridge the way they build. Waiting at your commitment for let them finish them. All man say they want to let the road done. So the big question on infrastructure, now your commitment for complete the road in this.
Thank you very much again. Where we come as a winner, a human capital development government, at the now then at the center of we thinking of everything what they do. And plenty of I don't say, luckily now when I self-talk and say, anything we I talk, I do them.
Talk and do.
That means say, I'm not surprised you now also. Now the minister don't make the secret don't come on do. I'll be one for surprise you to winner. Towards the end of my administration, I can tell when I say, now me na the infrastructure president. In addition to being human capital, the number of bridges that we don't build from where we take over 60 years ago, independence, no government no build it. In terms of the length of the roads that we don't build, no other government no one. And we still the bill, and I want for assure all the communities, including the Matru, Bo, Benducha, to Baya Junction, and many other Pujehun, we continue and we go finish them one day because we development partners then don't know. So we sober and what do they do? We build the roads then for connect communities then. In fact, because we don't do bridges then, we say ferries that we don't do, over 5 of them now, then they go on. And maybe early next year, we go finish them bridges then they don't, the World Bank, Tompare included, Seno included, Wajibu, that bridge we did included, Kailaon, and we don't get 4 more. The World Bank don't say, you are serious, they don't give you 4 more bridges then. So, and then bridge then they, now, not to call votes at the table now. Let's talk about now. The other one, they be the bill call votes, they say, na bridge in the bill. And they talk about bridges. Rockberry Bridge, when I see them, the one where they use. Now make another broke up my left hand. That and the museum piece. Man, nobody not broke up. So maybe one for surprise you now. When they say human capital, we will calculate everything we don't do because infrastructure is the backbone of sustainable development. We get for link up with Falaba Road they go on. As we speak, yes, we get for make sure say then say be part of Freetown. If they get with, then they do a lot of agriculture yonder. They're able to take them goods and bring them can to Freetown, and able to go back. Same now, we don't go beyond Kailaon, we go towards Kwendu. So, we can talk before I do, but this time, yeah, I'll be say I did do them, then I will tell you later. But me wisdom come on do, so make I begin explain. But I will still do more so that we will not say, because infrastructure not just a basic necessity for development, not to think we for boast about, because we need them for make with people then be part inclusive in this process we call development.
Well, Onalo clap for His Excellency, because that commitment is a huge one. Most people don't know, say, in terms of commitments to infrastructure, it unmatched in the history of this country. While they talk about human capital, they passionate about them, he still they build the road. And for the family, we send all them questions from Moyamba, Pujan, all over, and the people in Abond, including the road where they lead to His Excellency in your bad place. The news is good. It will complete the road them, inshallah. Your Excellency, I want to move to the economy. This is one area we get plenty questions. In the first few years of the government, you meet inflation from 19%, I think you reduce them to single digits, 9%. Since then, you confront some major headwinds. Global pandemic, the war in Ukraine, the Middle East crisis, plenty economic challenges where we feel in us alone. Plenty people feel. Prices go up, the dollar rate's been there effectively on a free fall. But you still manage to hold this economy together. You pay salaries, you don't stabilize the economy, reduce inflation from a high of over 50 to now within the 30s. I think the Minister of Finance there. People want to know, with all this stability and all that, waiting are your vision for truly improve the economy and improve people their life, for let people be prosperous? This is a big question we come a lot.
Thank you very much. Definitely. In fact, this is not the biggest question, because everything else we talk about actually hinge on the economy. Waiting we don't do since we come, the show say, I've been promising I say efficient management of the economy. That would be the hallmark of me your administration. So before we know say corruption was endemic and unchecked in this country, before we come, the government will be there before. The APC, they were out of program with the IMF. IMF say we don't get who they go. Then come here. Then SSF declare austerity before they come.
One year since the people of Sierra Leone renewed his mandate on the platform of the Big Five, His Excellency President Dr. Julius MAADA will provide an account of his tenure so far to citizens at this National Town Hall, hosted by the Ministry of Information and Civil.
Care for the people there. Now, based on that and several other factors there, we make the IMF come back on board. And we still there with the IMF, the other programs that just done, we begin the next set of programs with them. And I want to say thank you to the economic management team, the minister, the deputies, the bank governor, and the team, the Ministry of Finance. Yes. Nobody not going to tell you say tin or tranga. Tin tranga. And because we are part of the global village and the tin tranga than the village, we serve most of them. Tin tranga in America. Tin tranga in England. Tin tranga in Australia. Tin tranga in Canada. So the whole world there in economic problems. But they are better. They get stronger economies there. Like in the US, the inflation don't go back to about 3% or less. They're not able, because when they talk about dollar, now they make their own money. The other one, they get so sophisticated financial arrangements there that they're not easily, the shocks that they're not able, they're not under them for too long. Then they commodity. But for we, any shock will happen, whether internally, and ours have been internally generated by politics, and externally by COVID, the war in Ukraine, geopolitical tensions, disruption of the supply chain. With that shock that they come, then we get people that are with their own business, not politics no more. They're not busy, but Motaman. Me, I don't tell when I say, na for Wuna, I come, because na Wuna vote me in. And I know the sacrifice we wanna make. And I know they ever forget me, Motaman, in this country. And me that they choose and pick Motaman, and I make I say Motaman. So everything where they do, now for the Motaman in go one before, make it get alafia, make it feel better. I no need for come to you, but that you pick where they go school, you go gladly. One day it go better you. That you sick, you go to hospital. As how we don't improve the medical, you get where now we don't open another special unit, hospital for picking them. That one day now Motaman business. So now make a gladly, although it put me secret na do. We not the Motaman, we take care of the Motaman, but anything where they make the Motaman in life easy, like roads there, electricity, water, and every other thing, now would they bring come. Waka fine.
Waka fine minister there now.
But we make some bridgeless society. Some people, especially this one alumni, for me they know me na Motaman are careful. I say, I know I make taxi bank you border. I make bridge so that we go cross the road safely. Some people they still squeeze inside them face them. And go jump road. And when you meet that like tape driver, if they come, now damage for you. Me Motaman then, I value each and every Motaman, and I want to make myself value in my life then, and use them property. We didn't put them for nothing, not for punishment. Now because we know say we want to bank you, they suffer for life. And me know when anything happen, especially to the beginner where they go to school, now make with the buildings in there so that they will safely go across highly dense areas without traffic heavy. So I can go say I come back to Motaman. To go today, we say we are human capital development also. Now make actually I could also Motaman development, capital development, because that people make you understand properly.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. One thing they were also you're passionate about, you mentioned just now, about how we will take advantage of our natural resources. Many people in Salon believe, say, all the mining companies and they, but some estimates here we don't see, say that they extract here and exports, as the Minister of Mines, and they export billions. And we as a country, they get a paltry amount, 20 million, all that. One thing where you don't want for really transform, that particular sector, people want to know, how you go make this country, let we benefit from the natural resources there, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you.
Thank you very much. We know, say, the mineral wealth of this country, now God give it. We sit down Pantapan, we need for user, for we within this country. But we don't do over 60 years of independence. We don't see benefit for now. That because we not been done really taken seriously for see how the people they will benefit. And a sector, we get a lot of forces inside the country. People then groups and out of the country, we get interest and that makes up box up the 90 that sector there. It take we nearly a whole time. The time will become every inch of this land where it goes along. A video exploration license. And it's outside to map. If you enter the possible place, now make that license area. Because we don't shape up, give everybody. Then we to call hog. Then take them license and then they go parade around the world. Then the individual, some will succeed, then they get money. Because the talk say, now make it the richest gold area, now make it the richest diamond area. Then they get money. What we don't do, we don't cancel all that license. Plenty people with the grumble. Now we don't say the government don't set up what we call wealth fund. This
mineral wealth fund.
Mineral wealth fund. Particularly. This wealth fund here, now they manage government your interest. That one day, now Motaman your interest, now they are. So if Diamond they are today, we take this place here, we hand over to the mineral wealth fund. And we pray for the one day waiting at the mineral wealth fund. May they save like Motaman. May they work for Motaman. So that company where they come up overseas, say one come, we can go meet the mineral wealth fund. The mineral wealth fund will say, this, whatever you do, we get 60%. Before, now when they don't mind everything, they don't carry and go, then they come back, they give you 3% or 6%. Now, through the mineral wealth fund, we say we will get 50, 60% or more, depending on how we structure the deal.
Now look, that's a big leap. Massive one. All right, okay. Yes.
My cameraman they talk. Yeah, for photography.
Now they will blog at it.
So when you see man they don't barata for, we don't go halfway. You know, somebody tell me one joke. He said, now you grab now, you go find trouble for yourself. You don't tell the American man, they may give you 480. Then you go and you don't say you don't raise 850. Now make you don't register. The man they say, oh, that election will be. That election, the result not correct. Now we say, that money we don't bring cancel. We they come over. Now make them don't barata, they say election for the again. Midway. So they say, this trouble now equals now for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, no election now they go to 2028. I hear people when they talk about electoral justice. If you want electoral justice, you go to the courts. To apartheid, no, they give electoral justice. You don't get the power, me not get the power, the Supreme Court. And you open. We don't ever look at. But nobody know when they go there, but they say they want justice. They say, I want interest, but you know they go outside the rest day. Neither this one. So I just want to appeal to brothers and sisters. We have a country to cater for. We forgive time for development, which is what the people need. We are lacking behind by far, and therefore we double with steps, if possible, triple with steps there, so that the people will enjoy the benefit of all these things we talk about. The economy, I don't talk about the economic management team, where I will say thank you to, because the World Bank and the IMF don't commend them. And not so that no more. The time when no wahala no been there in the world, where this country been experienced a boom in commodity prices. Some month they can pay people salary not been there. From the day we will come, no salary problem, nothing. All the picking the way they go to school, would a member say, will they pay for them? Each one of them, will they pay for them? Not free for the picking and the parents, but not free for we. We get for go to the Ministry of Finance for pay for every picking way they go to school. Because schooling, not for free. So when we say free, not only for the Pekin and the parents, but we enough free for we. But because we know the importance of education and the need to make it inclusive for even the poorest of the poor, now make we tie we Oja and say, this one would have grown under the weight of the payment, but would pay for every Pekin for home. So the management of the economy, now they make it possible for me to pay salaries every month. Now they make it possible for me to pay for all that Pekin when they go to school. Then they make it possible, in addition to the support we get from Global Fund and others, for make we able to bring medicine in this country. So the economic team definitely, under the circumstances, if not be any other, it don't crumble, because indeed we have not been lucky with the happenings around the world. And the one day we see what happen. We don't go through election, we try for prepare for the next phase. We get a military coup. And then every now and then we get people who say as Sierra Leoneans, then the money cost is small. But then the threatening with the can tomorrow. One of the most difficult questions we I don't answer, not from journalists, now from me on Pekin. On the 19th, last month, now he asked me, Daddy, I forgot school today. I said, what's the airport? He said, teacher be say me I ask because there be say problem today. Not to say we Pekin there for day, we not for bring war don't done at this country. People then they sit down and they talk, say, but they can't attack the state house. Now for kill this person, now for kill this minister, kill the first lady, kill this other person. Not so this kind of thing we need now. May we bring development. For me, that question will be the most difficult, and it took me some time for I just tell and say, go school. Nothing not happen. Not also we picking them, they will pick them, we not for bring them up in fear.
Your Excellency, I think you don't really preempt the next section on peace and national cohesion. And one question we lots of people ask, from a young man, you don't always choose peace. I remember I say, where would you grow up early on? You join the military, but when you become a leader, you be a leader and choose negotiation. Since election, despite like a thing, multiple coups, instability, threats of violence, you don't always speak dialogue, you don't always choose negotiation. Some people even mistake that name for weakness. How you don't deal with the threats of instability, especially in context where the neighborhood is problematic. How you don't deal over the past, those 6 years, with this constant threat, if like there's a beating drum of a threat of instability. How you don't address that?
Thank you very much. I think, like other countries, maybe people that need to go for military training at least 1 year. Because when you taste war, you don't want war again. When I watch the one where they talk about war, they not be ever they near ya. They be the hide under bed. We know we will be then at the forefront. By God in your saving grace, make some of we did so today. Many of our colleagues die at the front, and may their souls rest in peace. We know the number of way instability they bring come. All this what they talk about, the club for want education, good health system, roads. None is possible without peace, stability. The economists they go tell you say they get a big term. They say macroeconomic stability before the economy they go before. We now political stability, peace. Now we need. We were not politicians. Some people when they don't say that one day now the ecosystem where they nurture good governance and make sure say the country go before. But then we very no more. We can't attack next month on the 15th. May nobody no put markets in a door. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not family talk. If fine for we a good one, then we will not the left sit down. Few idiots, then they mislead we, and then they scare we. Now the same country, and they see people that they go, they buy battery and waiting, then they record non-entity their voice, then they go put up a speaker, then they listen now. That's Nike make almost one give up. But me, as a young man, I give up my life for this. Luckily, I'm still alive. We no go ever stop for fight for this country. At the battlefront and in governance, we go fight for make sure say the right thing happen. So, the people they enjoy today, we all man be safe for the Sankono day, and that the war no go come to an end. In 3 months, I grab my pass all over West Africa. Namigo locate Usai for the Sakode and make them bring car out. We start the peace talk, we get ceasefire, then we make it possible for me to get the first democratic election after APC be done rule for nearly 30 years, one party system. So, I believe in dialogue. Where I call for the support, one of the first papers that we have been here for sign with the Ivorian authorities, now for sign say, not for killer, now for make it come out, may we engage in dialogue as to how we have done this one. Where the Ivorians then call them, where you come out physically, where you see me, they say, when I two go inside this room, if we come out alive, then that means we don't agree. If we kill ourselves, the problem don't know. Now me and for the sample, we know where to we talk. So where I been come from that place, I not talk. I say, me will get Bintumani too. They say, one stay in power. I say, me know what in I'm here. When I get election, I will get election now or peace later. People that be say, na power I want to stay. I be just one for be judged positively by posterity. I want give you the opportunity for choose between peace now and democracy later. We choose democracy and we say, may the peace will come later. And we see how many people then die. Because I know waiting in tell me when me into no more than another room. That is part of history where I go right for the benefit of the kingdom. So I don't always, as a soldier, don't seek peaceful means. Because when you go to the front, when you fight, we will fight all. We shall end up at table. Na table we sit down, we talk. From that time, we don't get peace. The one that wait nobody, maybe they hide under the table, under the bed. Now they make them don't come back and say they want war. All this talk where they go. First World War, Second World War, we get for end up na table. So why we not go sit down at table? Now may go down where the Electoral Commission where we don't declare the result. Say na me win. Then I see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Using the same processes and procedures, where they be declared from 2007, 2012, and 18. Some family they say, no, we not agree again. Then when we go get money now, in fact they don't baranta more. But I just want to tell when I say we, because we get clean slate. Now make we not have say, okay, if we not say we not agree, we can't talk. May the international community be the moral around us. This tripartite one they hear about. Now Mr. Seko go put them together. Because I don't get nothing where they hide. I know the thief election. I know the thief money, so I know the thief election. And the one that way they thief money, and then they thief election. So I tell them say, go, when I not buy t-shirt, when I not campaign, when I not be get messy. How you want win election? Okay, so we still engage. We don't talk tripartite. The result don't come on. So man still they say, well, electoral justice not there. Not the tripartite degree electoral justice. The Supreme Court. It then have we constitution, you know, where it prescribed exactly, if you know, in 2012, when I remember, where some people that day will be vexed by me, no green. With all what you want to talk, I say, when I don't vex for me, but I will go to the court. We are accommodate. When I say, when I don't want to listen to me, I say, when I will make when I listen, Papa, we ready for 2018. That is what leadership is. You people, when I definitely want to make, we not agree. But the rule of law, where they in me, at that time, we still they in me, even more. We, as a party, get a moral obligation for keep this country safe, and I would want to appeal to you all for make we continue to maintain that stance to say the peace of this country depends on we all. And the one that we not agree, engage them in decent dialogue, rationalize with them, put your points across. Even when they not agree before you, it would then at the head say, yes, that man is right. So that I make dialogue for me not a sign of weakness. In fact, not a sign of strength, because for engage.
Your Excellency, one follow-up question on that, since you mentioned tripartite. Your commitment to the recommendations and implementation of the recommendations. We assure people very briefly on that.
Okay, the tripartite we don't meet, it make a lot of recommendations there. But like I say, not to possibly force me. Now me go talk on a parliament, say, because of the too much noise, and for make we accommodate the family, we will get this process which we don't call tripartite. If I not be meaner, when I know say we are not meaner, I know they talk about. So the recommendations that we don't come up, without doubt, in fact we don't begin implement some of the recommendations there. And I want for Ashona also say they're not different mostly from what the constitutional review we don't recommend, you know. So we get for do all of them today for make sure say we get a better electoral system and we get a system where possibly because you want for grumble now I'm going to make it grumble. Because waiting there with the candle and the thing there where the SLPP, the APC, the international community, experts that we can sit down, that we agree on as the way forward for reform with system, so that 2028, when they beat Sponsi again, you know they say no, I know they agree. And so, me in governance, I know they only solve the problems of today, and they also they foresee the other problems they will come and try to solve them. So 2028, now for pool one people might say, I say when I come, now so with the changes, because when I grumble about the electoral system, now we don't change them. When I input the whole day, when they will declare results, you're not going to say again, no, you get disaggregated, we not get aggregated or disaggregated.
So the commitment is complete. In fact, on the day after the tripartite topic, the government's chief negotiator, the Honorable Chief Minister, bring a paper can a cabinet. The day after, and last week, His Excellency the Director, they become many of we as ministers, they with members of civil society as well, we get the media and plenty of people. So the commitment the His Excellency sets them up, and the commitment is real. Your Excellency, I want to talk about something we just mentioned briefly. Hate speech, violent speech, inciting speech. We know say the worst forms of hate speech exist in the forms of people like Adebayo over the house there. We don't do plenty. But sometimes hate speech they come up from we on we own side. Insightful speech. Recently, a member of we party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, Chief Kabiru Kaikai, he go viral, threatening say if he no be leader, he go bring war calm na this country. I know say the police respond, the party respond. But as the leader of the party, as the leader of the nation, people plenty want know waiting a union response as we leader.
Mr. Minister, enough time for me to waste some time today. Me na chief. I don't know who side that chief they come on. So I will say Mr. Kaikai. Mr. Kaikai not represent what we stand for. We are one country, one people. And I've been telling now, after the war be done go on for so long, I initiate the process where end the war. President Kabawe can take over the SLPP government, then go through a lot from 1996 to 2002, back and forth for make we get peace in this country. So the SLPP don't invest in peace. In fact, that was a term, one whole term, lost. Just like how everyone for me will lost the whole time. It don't become a trend in this country. Whenever some people not win, they make this, the country, the one for making ungovernable. But I don't talk and I will ask the international community for me to support in that regard. It should not be like that. We should all be committed to democracy. Democracy, you win and you lose. You not will only accept where you win, then you refuse to accept where you lose. Waiting, Mr. Kaikai been talk, it not represent we, and we will not invest in the peace of this country, no go tolerate them. Now make we suspend them immediately from the party, and the party's disciplinary organ go get for talk to them and take the necessary steps whether he deserve for be a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. So unlike what other people they belong they do, for encourage very bad elements there, because they don't want to lose a member, they don't want that member they turn against them, or this or that. We get the moral strength and spine for discipline one of we own them according to the disciplinary codes. So the first stage is suspension, and the second stage, the disciplinary committee will recommend to we, and we will take that step there. And I want to appeal to all. I don't tell when I say this is the second and final time. The party, with the normal procedures, will elect somebody who will be the next leader of the party and flag bearer. That is the most difficult thing when they clap. But choosing a leader, choosing is the most difficult thing. If you choose the right one, once you don't elect that leader, when I agenda. From the time we come, when I see the kind of thing they do, waiting people that they talk before, this man you not go America, this man the international community, waiting they not be able to get from the international community because of what they do. Now I mean they get from it. So the kind way where they mislead me now, for making them go the wrong way, just like how Satan can do. Now they do. So time they come again. For make we choose we leader, we get for think, and choose leader. We're not the only win election, but we'll carry this country and we all in the right direction.
Your Excellency, final question before we few questions from the audience, and then we will close. Benefits for 2 straight hours of you just talking from your heart. Really credible. Salon in August, they assumed the presidency of the United Nations Security Council. My brother, the minister, of foreign affairs in international corporations in Tikabadea. When we be small, I think I said the other day, what they do in quiz them, they talk about who sits with the Security Council, we have been under your leadership. We don't move from being on the table of discussion just 20 years ago on peace and security to now not just being at the table but leading the conversation at a very big time for the world. Very big issue in the happen. They go New York and they go preside as the president of the United Nations Security Council. People want to know what thing that they mean. Put that into context so people understand what thing that they mean, why that is so important to we, and what thing you hope to achieve with this big honor we will get as a country.
Time will come where Salon will post story and say, once upon a time, there was a leader who take me from obscurity, from the dungeon to the highest place. The Security Council will na Salon the chair next month, August. The one day where they say at the travel, may I begin to take permission so I can they know I'm going to understand because they know. Now, Salon for the whole month of August, now Salon the chair, the Security Council. Waiting this May, the Security Council now the most influential and important organ of the United Nations. The United Nations, they get the Ibali and at the Security Council. Now, few people they go there. For God, it's not easy. But when we come, I've been telling us, I will change the image of this country. I will clean wheel. Like how Chino actually say, he said that because I be wash in hand, he can eat with kingdom. I don't wash my hand. Now that make when they vote for we for Ghana, the Security Council. 188 countries there. 88 or 98? 88. Say again? 188 countries in the world. And they say yes. When I don't wash when I'm fine. When I fit for can't enter this Ibale. The last time we'll be needed. Now, 53 years ago, plenty of people have not been done about it. So now, story down the phone. So, because of how this Salon, my country, where few years ago, we were the recipient of the waiting that we discussed at the Security Council. War day and that. They don't destroy everything. What we will do? Maybe we send troops there. Today, now they decide all the big problems from Palestine, Gaza, to Sudan, to Ukraine. Next month, now Salon they in charge. Now we the chair that meeting. So now that we don't do for now. Now that we don't do, because some man go say, waiting at the outcome. Where be they say, I will change the image of this country. We don't change them. We don't clean them. See who say we did today. We can, maybe, now that I don't talk about Security Council, when are they Ibale, when they don't say, we for day. Maybe I will talk again. But the majority of the people that are in this country, when a woman there, now the freest country this for women there. Now the country this way they care for women they pass anybody by we laws there. Because of the various actions and laws they all don't take. we are regarded as champions in the world for gender and women's empowerment. When that happened in the past 5 years. So, per corruption, we don't move 22 spaces. We when them say, we're not tiffy. Tiffy, no, they don't know. Namotaman character that one day, if not small, but we know what made the kapu. If not pinch, the pinch, but in the afraid self for pinch. Now that will they try for do. So, first time I kapu, they be the kapu. So now I make when I pick it, they go school, the road they know they make, salary no they. We don't introduce fear. If the thief say, they don't say, make at take small. And if they watch, say, so say we the thief na small. We they make sure say we reduce corruption because that they choke development. Because them money they with people that they lay their hands on where they use. Now for the use for make road for buy medicine for pay for picking them for go school, for do all the things that we government need for do for the people there. So the Security Council now big elevation for we. But look at Security Council number 1. Where Africa then sit down, they get what they call the African Peer Review Mechanism, where all the heads of state they will watch yourself and advise yourself and say, "Bo, you go too far now." I just finished for being the chair of down there. Why then choose me again? Because we don't clean with image. The African, in fact, the Security Council of the African Union, where they call the Peace and Security, again, me a member of that council. So we not to, of course, the Security Council officer, I've been telling us about it. They want the way we don't go sit down there. From where the Second World War done, and they want the winner we win the Second World War. And they go sit down there, and they get privileges. I like we talk to, now one more they say, no, I'm not agree, case done. That case done. We now, in Africa, me the champion, the cause, for me to change the configuration, the seating of the Security Council, because we feel it not representative anymore. Because Africa is 1.2 billion people, and we're not represented at the permanent category. Then at the one day where I let when I talk, go later, where they say no. We say we don't tie with Oja, na Africa, and all the African heads of state. Now you say, now you go to my before for make sure say, then one day they make sure say we do it. Why are they talking about all of this? Now for make me feel proud, a sense of pride. For more they stop for the act little, act big and bold. Now the only way we go able to succeed in this world. So at the beginning, make we know say salon don't they move. And we need the support of every citizen. Now make we do this sort of citizens engagement. And we need an active participation for support the government so that we will succeed for move, for maintain the forward momentum we don't start.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll put your hands together for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius MAADA. What an incredible conversation, really. Your Excellency, the technical people, they just tell me, say, they want to take a 2-minute break, then get a quick Security Council document within the show. They will change the battery that we microphone them, and then we will take 4 or 5 questions, and then we do one, and then we're done. So let me just get the documentary, who will get, and then we can take the mic then any place. Okay, it's on agriculture actually. The short document is on agriculture. I want to go ahead and play out. while His Excellency take a few minutes for break.
Mechanization is the way forward, and under mechanical cultivation, we need robust machines wherein, because these are all virgin lands, our lands are not prepared. We need machines that will be purely in charge of land preparation.
We the women that are buying the biscuits. They want at the farmers, and we the women that are do the lot. And we the women that run all everything. So now, anyway, we will President Bio,
These were critical amongst the many challenges the Field Salon initiative declared by the Bio-led government hoped to address, with an ultimate vision to transform the agricultural sector to ensure food sovereignty, create jobs, reduce hunger, and boost economic growth in Sierra Leone.
Challenge to them, and I thank the local authorities working in the land and all the workers, and I appeal to them for better really supporting, because this is the beginning of the independence for food that is country.
President Dr. JULIUS MAADA, in his bid for a second term in office, emphasized his commitment to a comprehensive initiative called the Field Salon when re-elected. The initiative to boost agricultural productivity, to ensure food security and inclusive economic growth, boost food production, reduce hunger and poverty, create jobs, boost export earnings, and build resilience in the face of climate change.
Whether you're not Filipino, whether you're not teacher, whether you're not doctor, whether you're not minister, you're not president, how come within the next 5 years, we forever produce enough rice in this country and begin for export. So one thing we can tell with an advocate, everybody knows the rest of the Israel, and other people they get richer, then with the people say they become poorer. And now what we say now, young people they say that, people they say, young man they will not go in the back to another room. Taking the presidency they say, now money we they say, for people that the economy is running. Now we don't say, we protect the economy run. Now it's not about just business no more. Agriculture now one of the best businesses in the world. If we don't want, we will pay for some.
Prior to the launch of the Field Salon agenda, the President Bio-led administration did make a record-breaking investment in agriculture with the procurement of over 400 machines for the easy rollout of the policy shift, an intervention that signifies the government's seriousness about agriculture and the creation of a conducive environment for farmers to practice mechanized farming.
The back-breaking task of trying to use oils and fertilizers to farm. Now we are reducing that. We have machines. We have bought several tractors in the past, and it is our responsibility to take care of those machines. That is something that we are very poor at.
The 15 Nobel trailers procured by the government to enable swift transport of these machines from the warehouse to the field were indeed a timely intervention. Sierra Leone is not just a nation blessed with natural resources, but it's one that is graced with people's determined spirits and unwavering resilience. This movement is a collective journey where every step taken and policy made gets the nation closer to achieving food sovereignty. Master farmers whose focus is rice cultivation in Tong, Polili and Kambia districts, northern region of Sierra Leone, were indeed excited on the launch of the Field Salon initiative.
I feel so good because first of all,
President we are indeed excited on the launch of the Feeds initiative.
book.
I feel so
Because first of all, the president helped me bring the cool machine to work with. All of the Sadiq book, we said we going to farm.
In the next 3 years.
Knowing very well the integral role of the private sector, not just as an engine for economic growth, but a midwife of the BO-led government's agricultural vision, with a key commitment to address challenges such as governance and appropriate risk management. Government was swift through the Food System Resilience Program to initiate a $7.9 million United States matching grant facility for small and medium enterprises and large agribusinesses in rice, cassava, and livestock sectors, with a view to de-risk business ventures of farmers.
It's a delight and really to launch officially the matching grant for the FSRP grant. Thank you.
The President, Dr. JULIUS MAADA government, has indeed demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the cause of agriculture in the country. This was visible through the adherence to the Maputo Declaration on Agriculture and Food Security in Africa, a commitment to the allocation of at least 10% of a country's national budgetary resources to agriculture within 5 years. Many are of the view that 10% is still not enough as in comparison to what is budgeted for education.
His Excellency, the first appeal as chairman for the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Agriculture, now the fact say 10% now the threshold now the Maputo Protocol. But 10% of Salo budget now 300 billion. 300 billion in United States dollars, now $124 million.
All right, thank you very much. We just hear as we talk about specific Feeds alone. Now we get some questions from the audience. We forget one of them with microphones. We hand the microphone over to the people who gets the question for us. I think number one, Alfonso Mali. Alfonso Mali, Civil Society, go ahead.
Thank you for the commitments, especially in education. The Minister of Finance don't make a note to the student loan scheme. Say now they will reduce on the SMG. Now student loan scheme, students for the going for get education. We want to appeal to you, say, for increase the cost of the student loan scheme. So they are one for make that passionate appeal to you. And lastly, we also want to tell you, say, the heights when the former Minister of Education, we don't take the MPSSC, we want to see that standard they maintain. There is need for again internal dialogue, meeting and ministry. All is not well. And when last year we talk about education. I'm saying this because it's not family. Thank you very much.
Alfonso, when I come in press conference, no say I want simple rule. That the panel no one are the superstar. Why give the microphone and question for us and if we go direct to you. So no preface and all. Next, the lawyer Abubakar Kamara. Barrister Abubakar Kamara. Idea. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. I'm our Dynamic Minister of Information. This is unprecedented. And Your Excellency, you go down in history as the first president we don't go down on this specific problem. On that note, Your Excellency, we want to comment on the Constitution. As lawyers, actually we are the Assistant General Secretary of the Member Association. And successive governments don't put this or the Constitution way to some extent and to the estimation of certain people don't become redundant, but they don't feel in that direction. But we don't see how passionate today and you don't take practical steps to lead to the constitutional review. Your Excellency, sir, we want to know, as the citizens of Sierra Leone, waiting and hope to achieve in this direction for us having a new constitution. Thank you.
Yusuf Swari gets a question on census. Yusuf Swari gets a question on census. Yes, David William.
Hello, my fellow living. Good afternoon, President Bureau. The question we are trying to ask about the census we don't plan. So this census we don't plan, I want to know from you.
Yeah, go ahead, you want to know about the census? Use the mic.
Hello, okay. So then, we really want to understand if this census really present you don't plan whether how they get for one way get for be inclusive and credible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ibrahim Alpha Jallo gets a question. Ibrahim Jallo. Where Ibrahim? There, on my right hand. Alright, go straight to the question, please. Yes, go ahead. The microphone can down small. And turn the microphone on, please.
Good evening, family. And of course, the question here so tonight, Your Excellency, sir, what is the current status of the medical emergency response for Kush?
Thank you very much. I'm the Kush because the status. Memonatu Sise gets a question on performance contracts. Memonatu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, and good evening, Mr. President. Our Honorable Minister, I watch them today and the happiest day for Mega to have and talk to the President. The question here is, we see you be not appointed ministers then all of a sudden we see you call them back to State House for give them performance contracts. We as citizens of this country want to know whose mention you get for use for great them, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You want to know if we go for pass or we go for fail? Chief Minister can say we will deliver to the pass. Just to be decided to get a question on women. Just to be decided.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. President Tucker Rubio, thank you for this opportunity for asking me question direct to you. I want to celebrate you first of all for all the achievements we have done on back in the past couple of years. Education is one key thing for me where I would of my esteem. Me and the founder and CEO of Teach for Salon. Teach for Salon, they get good young graduates who put them at village school outside teacher they don't want for good. Inside that village school and there, the chief them I want for good especially for all and no say one of the challenges they will be get now the aspect of FGM. His Excellency the President is not make it easy for we the woman them from where we came before, 30% is good. They don't pass the act for child marriage and another issue where they affect education. But this issue, I want to make a disclaimer. That's what we can call them. I'm not against culture. Me and Madiko Mendesha Kopikin, and let me culture.
Now let me question.
His Excellency the President, I want to know, as the top and new president, if he's still committed for say, he will try to put, not a ban, but some kind of measure for small people before they put them. Because some people, they pull them at school for them.
Thank you. Alright, so just from here, just for let people know, every single one of them people here will send them question online, and we select them for count and be part of the raffle. We will be transparent on this. As soon as see the citizens question them, will not be one chaotic conversation, yeah? But these are questions that citizens have asked, and are also consistent with plenty of the questions they would receive online. So we can out to His Excellency for response. Your Excellency, the question there, one, Alfonso say, for maintain on education. I think you don't talk a lot about that. Two, constitutional review process. Your commitment and why that is important. Three, census, inclusive and credible. Four, push. You don't already address that, so I think. And then ministers, are you the judge we? And then this question specifically about something we don't talk about before, say, as it comes to the issue of FGM, you get a middle ground, say, what's not for picking them, then you committed for make sure say we stop her. So that just you want to know if that commitment they still stand. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Maybe I start from the back. The last question about FGM. We are all captives of our culture. Some cultural practices are dated, harmful, some people will say. But you don't change culture overnight. Therefore, we get lost in where they say Pikin will not reach 18 years. Nobody know for force for joining for doing FGM. I think that's already a commitment on the part of government. We not interfere elsewhere around the world for changing the culture. We allow for phase out because we believe a harmful. But we want to make the people reach the age where they decide whether if they continue for Duam or if they continue for Duam. This matter has been politicized, and when you say I don't commit, I know one day commit in this country, say I do I they protect the children, but I they make sure say when you don't reach 18, you go make a choice. So the law now for make sure say you are 18 before anybody. Waiting we need for do now the enforcement for roll out a system of structure for make sure say nobody not join anybody by society, especially the gay people when they don't reach 18 for make consent, for give consent to Medellin. So that is what I would say. There's a lot of politics around it. For me, in as much as they are at the pinnacle of politics, I don't play politics with the lives of people. And then we know say a culture now in fact, we are the captives of our culture. You don't even know what some people they do now, they know what they do. It becomes second nature. And therefore, for go convince people they are now with villages there, we make the one the way they do advocacy, give it time so that we will convince and phase out rather than giving us sanctions for them. Because it will break the relationship between we and the people then. We know how we do them, we cajole them, we put necessary laws then, so that we will finally, it will phase out with time. But if we say we do it the other way now, maybe we're not going to even before the next election.
Yes, sir. So the question next now on ministerial performance, and just for say on this question, the Child Rights Act, very clear, cabinet will approve that, and a part of the process where the government of Salonika, His Excellency said, You take that step here, and then not to law the change is alone. Now for bring the people along and for agriculture. Versus contract, how do you judge me?
Of course, say where we get a government, most times, most people, the people that they carry the biggest blame are the president and the ministers. And then they eat all the money, and then they do this, and then they do that. We, because we want to perform, we get an obligation for deliver public services to una all. Me want not go able to do, and so they appoint ministers, deputy ministers, and other senior people now the various departments and agencies of government. But we're not going to just left them there. We feel say we need them tie them down to certain benchmarks there, where supervised by the chief minister. We don't say every minister, we want to know this, we have the medium-term national development plan. Inside this plan here, now this is your obligation. By so date, if you're not able to move either now law in the change or how you call them, for make sure the people they know, waiting we don't pass publicity about certain things. Then like 2 weeks ago, I've been named for make we publicize the medium-term national development. We forgive them time so that they not just take and say, oh, being a minister, just carry the name. No, you get certain rules for play, and we give you time, and we want to know what you do, where they contribute to the whole national plan for make this country go before. So, just like when you want increased performance, you want, human beings are lazy by nature. Until you set goals for them, they not will always move. Now that we don't do for the minister then, so that then they will move and perform their duties, so that at the end of the day, we go all lump together and say, now this we do for now. We don't come up from A, we are at B now because of the collective and cumulative effort of all of these ministers.
Thank you, Excellency. As I say, Chief Minister can say, he will make sure say we deliver. So we will deliver. Not also, sir? Exactly. Next question about census. During the last development partners meeting, you mentioned and announced the considerate term for hold the every 10-year census. How do you make sure that the census are inclusive and credible? And why make it important to follow the census now?
Well, the body were responsible for this census, 9 statistics radio. They get procedures and processes where they be not established from time immemorial. We know they change them one day. So this inclusive thing where they talk about, not to we be exclude anybody. When I've been there in this country, we as a government get right for saying they do census. Then a the midterm census. Then we get the statutory one after every 10 years. When I like this one, when we don't say what you can't do. If you say, men don't come to young people then, because not to be the one, would I exclude in company? So I want to make we be good citizens and engage. During the time of the APC, we all can come out the country. When time comes for make we do one, they say we are not green. They are dividing all the time. All the time. So, census they're not going to go and say, no, maybe you're not red or green. No. Every household in this country. They go around for count everybody, and the procedure is now based on international practice. Not for say, Salon they set in your procedures and processes. No. Now waiting that they do around the world for make sure that everybody inside the country at that time they account for it. So this thing about inclusivity, I don't know who said it come out, because it is by nature inherently inclusive. They try to capture everybody in detail at that point in time. I go assure you say, under the leadership, it will vary. It will be even more inclusive.
The census will be inclusive. The lady will go to some host the June. All man will be counted. and the commitment and because they are part of the development foundation. Finally, Your Excellency, the question of the constitutional review. Why this constitutional review process so important, and maybe how we link up to as well tripartite and other calls for reform as well.
Well, as you all know, the Constitution now they regulate me we sit on here, waiting na me powers, waiting I can do and waiting I not can do, waiting Parliament they do and waiting Parliament not for do, the judiciary and everybody, how would they relate to one another? If you Hamburg, you come. You know, we get too many things inside it. Now, what would they call the supreme document of any state that we own Bible down there. Now, they show how we run the state itself. After nearly 60 years, after more than 60 years after independence, 20 years ago, they initiated the idea under the APC for review the constitution. This process, because of lack of commitment, enough initiate. SLPP come, they serve no donor. APC come back, they hang up. Me, I'm not the hang up for, because I'm what I'm under the do. I'm not saying why we for free. Because everybody, we know they do it as secret. We they make everybody sit down, just like the tripartite. Now, to receive one for with the constitutional review. So we just blend all because it's secret. We want so for me, we want to let the one that make the excuse for the problem for the in fact, I say last one we don't leadership. So what we get now actually like the recommendations million leadership and they solve the one so that future politicians and the Bintumani Confrence to deal with this one, they solve the one so that future politicians and the Bintumani is going to get
Your Excellency. Well, finally, Your Excellency, now you call to action. The question we want to the citizens of Salon. Now you call to young people, to the senior people across the country, to young people. What's the investigation? What's the invite to do for step up? What's the action decision without for step up eloquently? For every action decision without so eloquently.
And I want formation say, and they talk to the family. And I want formation say, and they talk to the family. Now, I want for say to every family. Within anyone, I want for say out of here. Every family. Within anyone, within out of here. I don't get the opportunity for this station before. I don't get the opportunity for this station. I don't get the second opportunity. And I don't get the second opportunity. I know quite a lot of things. Where the work and the one the way not the work. Where the work and the one the way not the work. Waiting how government they succeed. How people then they succeed. Now for make sure say the people choose the right leader. And when you choose the right leader, you follow the leader until your time done. That way you go able to achieve the things the woman want to do. So the call to action now for really get the buy-in of everybody within the country. Me, they show the direction. But I need one for follow me for go in that direction, for go reach there. And if there are any problems on the way, the buck stops at my table. I will take care of that day because we are the leader.
With your permission now, Your Excellency. Unfortunately, we will take more questions. We don't take as many as we can. We don't get His Excellency here for 3 hours. Your Excellency, we get the moist updates. We are 1 year into delivery of the Big Five. I just want to ask you now for the honor of Italy, as we will distribute 1,000 copies today to people that will get more questions, so that we get a question from the answer. Yes, sir. Listen. Generally, personally, I'm not going to give you the mic. Listen, because I find your action rude. Listen. I find your action rude and impolite. But, she don't say it will give you quick 30 seconds. And listen, whenever you take this action, say, this kind of behavior is acceptable in the future. Okay? Because I not to see the behavior, not to the call handling His Excellency Doctor. But again, I'm not clear. And you get 30 seconds after that, we'll take the mic from you.
I didn't tell you first of all from behavior. Mr. President, everybody don't ask questions. All man they ask different, but nobody don't ask about agriculture. So now that means the balance.
Okay, everybody listen now. Now the question, as I understand them, is say nobody not talk about agriculture. Me don't say we don't ask at least so many questions on agriculture. His Excellency don't spend a lot of time. So whether the sister not be the listen or not just passion, it's okay. Now make we there for let we get this conversation. I don't prefer, listen, you don't ask the question now. I don't prefer if you use the right channels they will set up. Many nobody but them. 160 questions that they come in on the platform. Available. They also give people an option for send text. Free. 818. Send text, you know, it cost you nothing for ask a question. So for Canada, normally and decide say now you loud pass we all, so we will demand for them to get the microphone. Me personally, I take exception to that. But like I say, the leader, we now His Excellency, we now the daddy, now I will give you the mic, and you don't talk about food prices and agriculture. So I give the chance may I just respond briefly before you launch the... Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And now a citizen, you get right for talk to a leader. Besides, now woman, and we will give high praise to women. The only thing is that, let me say,
now listen please.
An office say, my sister or my pikin me dey listen. If I or maybe late, because when we the camp and this, I make it one make people that listen, so you understand what they do. You said the price of rice still dey high. They get for high because the rest will they get now, like Chinese man they plant them, Pakistan, Japan, they put on a ship, they pay for them, they canaya, we charge. We not begin produce to your receipt. I don't know who say be there, of course, if I don't ask this question before I come, because if you don't begin eat rest before this president they come. The only difference is that this president they give this opportunity because we open up dialogue. But the same question, if you don't answer, ask him. Few years back, maybe nobody will even listen to you because agriculture not be the agenda. We will say infrastructure. They will not say the infrastructure. Waiting me don't say I do for agriculture. I dey make sure say it happen. And make I tell you all this for embark on a national program of that magnitude. Not for me, I just talk and the next year the price they can't know. Go to America, may ask for rest. Per kg, 25 kg or 10 kg. Or go to China, sometimes they produce the rent. Or go to England, or go Europe. The prices of food don't go up everywhere. Me not go put on for you. Now that make where I go put on for you. I said at the make sure say we government support everybody so we will grow your own food. The rest way they paid for so now Koboko to the man will help people Koboko rest. When you cook by midnight, what I don't pass my inside. We're gonna do old harvest. We been the plant we own rest. For men we do this. If other people they not be they disrupt we from 2023, we've been there in the planning process. But we get plenty political disruptions inside this country. When now we don't get a plan, we don't. The money where we they get, I'm not going to even tell the Minister of Finance give me money to embark on this kind. Now small money we they take from them, then we they go to we partners the outside for me they give money, and now then make them get money in addition to energy sector. They give me the 850 million. They say we know say when you talk you do them. You don't take education, you don't do them. Now you want to go to agriculture, we get money, give you 850 million, we don't pledge them, and as you present projects then, we make the money available. I know they say, I know they even promise you say next year the price will come down. But one thing we have to promise is, by 2028, when we level, Salon will produce enough rice, there will be a point of view. So if I from when we talk about certain things, may we also understand. Because this question we ask for, if you that one way we say, oh, the president don't go bring plenty money. Now, waiting I want for agriculture. Maybe you need to know this. We don't identify areas in this country from the north, they go to the south. When a big place we can able to accommodate like up to them 50,000 hectares, they can able to prepare them. For prepare that one, they are millions of dollars.
to put the water control systems and drainages, irrigation systems. When you don't prepare the one day, then you dey able to get the private sector, not the government, not only get for go plan that rest day for you. The private sector, both internally and externally, international. Now then they get the kind of money for say, they can take 50,000 hectares and plant rest day. And then one day they for make them go there, they go for make sure say roads they for go there, infrastructure they irrigation system they electricity they through the MCC. We don't make arrangement for make sure say the line the way they pass, it passes to the area they will identify. Now only now, next month, now we sign the MCC finally. So it looked like you won't go before, but I will tell you say now in development now an extremely slow process. Extremely slow process. For make we become a rice producer and reduce the price as I one time, it not will be this year, it not will be next year. But I tell you say the arrangement the way we depend, it will make sure say salon, food self-sufficient in a very short time, especially going towards 2028. So now that's what they work on. I hope say in future also if I'm for the car early and listen. Because if you become early and you listen, an officer will be for to this again. Now you want not be understand the agricultural aspect. So we don't take all of this time to explain to you.
Thank you, Excellency. Now maybe you can launch the 1 year magazine, and I will make sure I get a personal copy as well to the sister, because plenty information there as well inside the magazine on agriculture and everything we don't know Big Five. In fact, now even agriculture we show film today. During the break, we do a whole film we will show again on agriculture. So I think it's all good. It's all good. We thank His Excellency for we answer the question.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Minister. I want to say thank you for providing this opportunity for make us engage with the citizens of this country, with the make effort for improve on the democracy. The democracy involves too many things, and it's a process. Not for not just vote for our president and the members of parliament and local government, but for make that same political group of people engage with from time to time. For Blue Mind, now healthy democracy. We don't know say now, the sister is not glad about the agricultural business. Also, yes. I need for good one day. So I need for convincing by my actions so that we will produce rice. I go look for my sister and say, you know, but I want for assure when I say everything we don't promise we deliver. And this opportunity will not go squander them, we will make sure that we use them to the benefit. I want to say thank you as I take this great opportunity to launch volume 1 of 1 year delivery of the Big Five. This now a great document where we will answer plenty questions we will not answer today. Thank you very much for coming.
Alright, now we remain standing for the national anthem and then His Excellency will lead. Thank you, Excellency. Now we get the national anthem. I will encourage you to tell that the follow sing the national anthem loud.
We raise
sex, media tech, PICs, FIA, and all the one there will make sure say will be this event. The next event will be back down. But allow me to start as